Hello, everyone. Coming up here on the Pro Wrestling Show. What a show we have for you. You're coming up, as you see right here, for one night before their tag team match at Money in the Bank. On the same roof as undisputed champion John Cena and Logan Paul address them in the face-to-face. You'll see that coming up as well. Also, too, every superstar set to collide in the Money in the Bank ladder matches will be under one roof tonight. We know that the women will be in a huge 6-woman tag team matchup. They're going to be in action. You see the ladies right here. Roxanne Perez, Julia, and Naomi will team up against Alexa Bliss, former Money in the Bank winner, Rhea Ripley, and Stephanie McCure also as well. Also, too, we get to this right here. House to Black taking on LA Knight one-on-one in their match as well. We get the Pro Wrestling Show started right here, right now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show presents the SmackDown Ring Report. I'm your host, as always, Kendra Dix here. Glad you can join us here on the Pro Wrestling Show. Join in the conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling here on Connect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe us here. Tell a friend, call a friend. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a thing. All right. See right here, we're going to get to Seth Rollins, Solo Sikoa had their unprecedented meeting coming up here. Like we said, we'll get to what's going on with you see right here on Saturday Night Main Event. This is how all this started before we come to fruition for tomorrow night at Money in the Bank. As you see right here, Jey Uso versus Logan Paul from their Saturday Night Main Event match that caused a lot of chaos. But beforehand, we get to this right here. We see that Solo Sikoa with his group, they don't know what to call themselves, and Seth Rollins with his group, I think they're calling themselves the New Dangerous Alliance with Paul Heyman under tutelage. They had an impromptu meeting tonight, and that impromptu meeting led to what went down tonight. As you see right here, Seth Rollins showcasing what he's going to go through and what he will do going forward. But the impromptu meeting was all about Seth Rollins want that opportunity, want that space to become the next world champion. Can he do it? That's the question everybody wants to know. If Seth Rollins has what it takes, we'll see if Seth Rollins. But speaking of that, JC Mateo was in action. Solo Sikoa's new right-hand man was in action. He went against Jimmy. JC Mateo taking on the older Uso brother, Jimmy Uso, went against JC Mateo. Jimmy gets the win. Jimmy prevailed over JC Mateo. I think JC Mateo now is just that filler for what's going down. Well, we saw here earlier tonight. We get to do it right quick. Julia laying over what's her name? Selena Vega, the new U.S. Women's Champion. We can see Julia probably being champion. Julia wants that Women's U.S. Championship real bad, and Julia tried to get her hands on her, and she did. Julia kind of make it make sense. Julia kind of keeping a close eye on Selena Vega when it comes to that Women's U.S. Championship, and Julia stalking Selena Vega probably wants that U.S. Women's title in her clutches bad, and she wants it real bad. She can taste it, become U.S. Women's Champion. But I think Julia might get it at Evolution for the pay-per-view and stuff. Might see that coming up for Julia. Julia getting the opportunity probably at Evolution coming up next month. So Julia sending a message that she wants to be the next Women's U.S. Champion. She sent that message tonight very loud and clear. So we'll see what Julia's going to do coming up as well. Well, speaking of that, the general managers of both Raw and SmackDown, Adam Pearce from Raw and Nick Aldis from SmackDown, announced a unique concept. They said that it's going to be a King of the Ring tournament coming, King and Queen of the Ring tournament coming your way for next month for at the end of the month at Night of Champions, a single round elimination tournament to determine who's next in line to be the King and Queen of the Ring. Remember last year, the King and Queen of the Ring winners won their respective matches and went in the main event of SummerSlam to get earn themselves an opportunity at their brand's champion. So it's going to happen once again. It's going to be a part of that two-night SummerSlam. Who amongst the King and Queen of the Ring winners will get a shot to be etched their line, etched their name in stone to get a number one contendership and be guaranteed a championship match at SummerSlam for their respective champions. Well, we had to not look no further. Speaking of the Queen of the Ring, Charlotte Flair declared herself in the tournament, as well as Jade Cargill declared herself in the tournament as well. So this King and Queen of the Ring tournament getting real deep with both women wants to etch their names in the King and Queen of the Ring tournament. So we'll see if that's going to go down eventually coming up for both women. But Tiffany Stratton sent a message that she's not playing. Well, the tag team situation getting a little bit antsy. The Street Profits want to know who they're going to fight next in line. I think all this determined that it's going to be a tag team turmoil match. The Molson Machine Guns, DIY, and Axiom Freyon wants a shot at the tag team titles. The general manager deciding that they're going to put those titles. Don't forget that on the Wide Six came back as well. The Wide Six fraction came back to do some damage. And you see right here with a creepy, eerie, subliminal message that he wants to be next in line, and he'll do everything it takes. And look for that coming up as well, for that in the tag team situation as well. Well, Jacob Fatu looks like he's going to have to make a choice. Jacob Fatu won't be a part of the Money in the Bank briefcase after he believes Solo deliberately did that to him, not put him in the Money in the Bank briefcase. So Jacob Fatu will probably not be in the briefcase, but he'll be watching close by. JC Mateo already putting a wedge between Solo and Jacob on their wedge. You can tell it's going to be coming down eventually down the road of that situation when it comes. Well, we get to this right here, the huge 6-woman tag team matchup between Alexa Bliss, Rhea Ripley, Stephanie McCure taking on Julia, Roxanne Perez, and Naomi. These 6 women will be a part of tomorrow's Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Who will lead with the Miss Money in the Bank briefcase? Don't forget, we'll have the Pro Wrestling Show coming your way that evening before the Money in the Bank kickoff and before Money in the Bank to see who will emerge as Miss Money in the Bank. Well, we didn't have to look no further right here. Stephanie McCure, the newest acquisition to Monday Night Raw, teaming up with Rhea Ripley. Stephanie McCure has made a name for herself quickly in NXT, in AEW, and in us. Well, Stephanie McCure was a former in the NXT Women's Champion, NXT North American Women's Champion. She had a meteoric rise to the top, and she teamed up with Rhea Ripley. Stephanie McCure really is the real deal, along with Rhea Ripley as well. Well, we didn't have to look no further. Stephanie McCure and Alexa Bliss won their match with Rhea Ripley. So tonight they're friends, but tomorrow night is going to be a different story. Tomorrow night, these women will be adversaries, and they're going to be competing for opportunity to climb the ladder, retrieve the briefcase, and become Miss Money in the Bank. Which one of these women, these 6 women, will do so? But tonight, it was just them being friends and being tag team partners, coexisting for one night only. But tomorrow night is a different story. And you see, Roxanne Perez had got the rip tie and got pinned. Roxanne Perez at the pinfall by Rhea Ripley. Which, like I said, this match right here will prove that and prove to the world who wants it the most with Miss Money in the Bank. Don't forget, tomorrow is the Pro Wrestling Show presents the Money in the Bank Predict the Outcome special. And like I said, I'm gonna let it all out and let you know tomorrow night, tomorrow afternoon, who's gonna emerge as Miss Money in the Bank. But good showcasing from all three ladies. They're ready to go. Alexa Bliss knows a thing or two about winning Money in the Bank ladder matches and cashing in on the same night. She did so, winning it and cashing in on Nia Jax. So definitely, real Alexa Bliss knows a thing too. Rhea Ripley knows a thing too about Money in the Bank matches. This is Stephanie's first match, but she's been in a ladder match before, so Stephanie knows a thing or two about how all that will come down. Like I said, tomorrow night, the men's Money in the Bank as well. We know the two participants, Andrade and Penta, were in tag team action. They really did the tag team thing tonight. They didn't win against American Made for a fill-in match. Penta on SmackDown. I think all these people coming on SmackDown for one night only. Like I said, they need to kill the brand extension, but they ain't gonna do that. Dangerous Alliance, Bronson Reed, and Ron Breaker coming in and attacking Penta and Andrade. They're gonna probably have a match down the road on Raw. You tell that's gonna happen right down the road. But like I said, this was kind of like an ambush, but you can tell there's gonna be an attack coming your way. Well, Seth Rollins also had got hype from Paul Heyman. Heyman brought up Seth Rollins winning the Money in the Bank ladder match until Cody Rhodes came out there. Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins, no strange to each other. Cody was the one that needed Seth Rollins to help to win the championship. Seth Rollins made Cody not forget about that. Seth Rollins sacrificed himself for Cody's situation. We know Cody and Seth Rollins may not see eye to eye now, but like I tell you can tell right there the tension building for weeks and months. Like I said, it led to that coming up. Well, we get to this right here, the face-to-face confrontation. As you see right here, John Cena, the WWE Undisputed Champion, along with Logan Paul, take face-to-face with Cody Rhodes and the World Champion Jey Uso. John Cena came out there with typical music. Cena sucks. Let's go Cena. John Cena don't care. John Cena said he's gonna do the thing that he wants to do. He's gonna retire with a WWE Championship at the end of the year. That's his goal, and that's what he wants to do. Bring the WWE Championship back. Cody Rhodes have other plans. We told you last week that Cody Rhodes right here raising the WWE Championship along with main event Jey Uso. Cody Rhodes doing so in that fact. Well, Cody Rhodes and John Cena. Well, John Cena and Logan Paul decided to end the party quick by attacking both Cody and Jey Uso, leaving both world champion and Cody Rhodes under distress. And then Logan Paul right here raising up Jey Uso's world championship. That's not his property. John Cena making the bold proclamation that, hey, I'm here because I want to do what I want to do. He real world champion. I see it perfectly clear. He's himself along Cody and Jey Uso, the world champion. And you see right here, both men raising up the belts, proving to the world that, hey, we're here to ruin wrestling, and we're gonna ruin it for our benefit, our pleasure. We're gonna do what we want to do, how we want to do it. Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso may be in trouble. Both men was trying to get up, but they couldn't get up because of the situation at hand. Because Logan and John Cena left right here holding up the world. They respect the world championships, the both active world heavyweight championships, the way they did. So we'll see. John Cena and Logan Paul will leave with the victory coming up tomorrow at Money in the Bank. We'll see coming up. Like I said, tomorrow, right here. Don't forget, right here. We got the thumbnail right here coming up your way right here. John Cena, John Cena, Cody Rhodes, and Logan Paul, Jey USO tag team match, the women's Money in the Bank ladder match, the women's Intercontinental Championship match, the Money in the Bank men's ladder match. You're gonna have that all your way tomorrow for Predict the Outcome. So look for that tomorrow coming your way. It's gonna be a big feature tomorrow on the Pro Wrestling Show special, Predict the Outcome. So look forward to seeing that. All right, that's gonna end the SmackDown Ring Report. Let's move forward right quick to Wrestling Hot Topics. On Wrestling Hot Topics, we talk about this. We know Worlds Collide is coming tomorrow. We'll have also a special Worlds Collide Predict the Outcome as well. So look forward to seeing that as well coming your way tomorrow morning. ECW and Triple A had a crossover. Did not know that ECW and Triple A had a crossover. So I want to see that coming up. Sabu, the late great Sabu, Cactus Jack, Julie Guerrero, Rey Mysterio, Eddie Guerrero. So we'll see. Also, WWE is working to finalize WrestleMania 42 coming back to Las Vegas. Once again, you see right here coming back, and now they're talking about using the same set, using everything again. Wow, WWE really caught a lot of criticism, a lot of flack coming your way about that. Hey, it's WWE. So hey, what can you do about World Wrestling Entertainment when they want to do WrestleMania? So how they're going to go. Speaking of that, we haven't heard in quite some time. The Pals. You remember that word, the Pals. Monty Brown. Remember him from TNA or ECW and the WWE? ECW, Marcus Carvon. Haven't seen him in nearly 20 years. Now he's coming back. He's going to be appearing in StarCast in Texas. So Monty Brown making a rare appearance for StarCast. So we'll see how this is gonna go. Well, that's gonna end the Pro Wrestling Show presents the SmackDown Ring Report. I've been your host, Kendrick Dix. We're gonna leave you with John Cena and Logan Paul raising both the WWE and World Heavyweight Championships around their waist. Can they leave victorious tomorrow? We'll see. Don't forget tomorrow, the Money in the Bank Predict the Outcome special coming your way tomorrow. Look for that coming your way tomorrow afternoon before Money in the Bank and before the WWE pre-shows. They'll have it your way. Also, too, the Money in the Bank review special. We'll review have an immediate following after Money in the Bank. Who won their matches? We'll see coming up. So, for me being Kendrick Dix, staying so long, we'll see you tomorrow for the Money in the Bank preview, predictions, and review show. Thank you for watching the Pro Wrestling Show. See you later.